Hi, today I'll explain basic Zimbra architecture. I have found no videos or much videos regarding Zimbra training. So I've decided to prepare and post some videos related to Zimbra training and so that new people can easily understand how Zimbra works. So first, we will start with Zimbra architecture, and we will go to one by one and each and every component. So today we'll discuss Zimbra. So this is the basic architecture of Zimbra. So first, we will start with SMTP. When someone sent an email to Zimbra, then through internet that email first hit to MTA through SMTP protocol. That email first it will hit to MTA, and in MTA antivirus and anti-spam checks will be done, and after the antivirus and anti-spam check, MTA will send that email to a mailbox server, and mailbox server processes that email using LMTP, and it delivers to the respective user's email box. And next, another basic thing is if how when a user login or when a user accessing a Zimbra email using IMAPS or POP3S or using Exchange ActiveSync or a web client using HTTPS, then first that packet will hit to proxy server, and proxy processes that, and it will send to a mailbox server using some internal ports, and then it will respond again. The response also will go through the proxy, and here a mailbox D having user interface. For example, a user want to access a Zimbra server. Either he can access through proxy or else he can directly access a mailbox server. And here LDAP is for authentication purpose, and it also provides the GAL as well. And LDAP and mailbox communicates together over TLS or non-TLS. Both options are available. So we can choose either secure connection or non-secure connection. But anyway, it is fine even if we select a non-secure connection, because we generally keep LDAP, Mailbox D, and MTA behind the firewall or in internal network. Only a proxy we will keep in DMZ. Okay, and next we see Zimbra components. First one is Jetty and Postfix and OpenLDAP, MariaDB, Lucent, antivirus and anti-spam, Apache JSafe, LibreOffice, Zimbra Core, and modern user interface, Zimbra Store, Proxy, Memcached, SNMP, and Logger, Spell, Apache, ConvertD, and archiving. These are the Zimbra components. Okay, and now we will see one after another each and every component with in brief. So now Jetty. Jetty is a web application server that runs in Zimbra software. and postfix. It's a open source mail transfer agent, or we can call MTA, and that routes a mail messages to the appropriate Zimbra server. And open LDAP. LDAP stores Zimbra system configuration and Zimbra global address list, and it provides user authentication as well. Zimbra can also work with GAL and authentication service provided by external LDAP directories such as Active Directory. And MariaDB is a database software, and Lucene, it's a open source full feature text and search engine. And anti-spam or antivirus. It's a open source components that include CLAM AV. It's an antivirus scanner that protects against malicious files. And Spam Assassin. It's a anti-spam service. It attempts to identify spam. And AmaVisD, it's a new interface between the MTA and one or more content checkers. Like it provides interface between MTA and anti-spam or antivirus. And Apache JSafe, it manages filters for email. And LibreOffice, it's a high fidelity document preview. It useful to view the documents in web client. And Zimbra Core, it's a libraries, utilities, monitoring tools, and basic configuration files. gmconfig.d is contained in the Zimbra core and is automatically enabled to run on all the systems. And modern UI. The assets required for Zimbra modern web app, this package is automatically installed on each server. And Zimbra store. And their components for the Mailbox server, including Jetty. The Zimbra Mailbox server includes the following components like data store, a MariaDB database, message store, location of all the email messages and file attachments, and index store. Index and search technology is provided through Lucene. Index files are maintained for each mailbox. And web application services. The Jetty web application server runs a web applications on any store server. It provides one or more web application services. And proxy. Here we use Nginx as a proxy. And Zimbra proxy is a high performance reverse proxy service for passing IMAP or IMAPS, POP3 or POP3S, and HTTP or HTTPS client requests to other internal Zimbra services. For example, we can say in proxy sends a request to mailbox server. And memcached. Memcached is automatically selected when Zimbra proxy is installed. And at least one server must run memcached when the proxy is in use. Memcached stores the data of previous requests, and it makes a proxy work a bit easier. And Snmp, if you choose to install Zimbra Snmp for monitoring, this package should be installed on every Zimbra server. And Snmp is an optional, and logger. This package is also optional. The Zimbra loggers install tools for a syslog aggregation and reporting. If you do not install the logger, the server statistic section of the admin console will not display, which means statistics of a server like CPU usage and overall mails sent, how many received. These static last n number of email statistics in last 60 days, like 3 months. These statistics will not display if there is no logger service. And spell. Spell is the open source spell checker used on the Zimbra Classic web app. Apache. This package will install automatically when Zimbra Spell or Zimbra ConvertD is installed. And ConvertD. ConvertD extracts the text from the attachments to be indexed along with the mail body. And archiving and direct discovery offers the ability to store and search all messages delivered to or sent by the Zimbra collaboration server. We will discuss in the next session with Zimbra basic ports, what are the ports required and what are the directories of Zimbra. I'll explain in the next video. Thank you.